Well, the appointed judge in the Don D. Rossi embezzlement trial requested a postponement in the sentencing proceedings, pushing the date back now to February 21st. Deb Murphy offers this update for Sierra Wave Media. Now, according to Inyo County District Attorney Tom Hardy, Judge Philip Argento asked for the postponement because of his calendar in other counties. Don D. Rossi was found guilty on 91 charges, including embezzlement of $1.5 million during her tenure with the Inyo County Department of Health and Human Services, and she was found guilty back on August 15th. She surrendered to the Independence Jailhouse August 29th with an original date for the sentencing as well as the beginning of the trial for her husband Ken Rossi, October 20th. The proceedings were postponed to last Wednesday, December 14th, but again, it has been postponed again, and now sentencing for Don D. Rossi is set for February 21st. Well, the Mammoth Community Water District is asking all of its customers to help keep the community safe from sewer backups by keeping fats, oil, and grease, that's known as fog in the Mammoth Community Water District parlance, and from entering drains. Now, with the busy holiday season right upon us, the Mammoth Community Water District wants to remind customers of correct kitchen practices to prevent clogging of sewer lines. Now, the press release notes that grease solidifies as it cools. This solid grease builds up on the inside of sewer lines, which attracts other debris and eventually causes blockages. Known as fatbergs, these large masses of solid waste consist primarily of congealed fat. Now, said Betty Hilton, Mammoth Community Water District project specialist, quote, "The district is working to implement a fog control program which seeks to reduce the fog entering the sewer system from food establishments, but the impact from residential homes can be substantial, especially during the holidays when customers are preparing large meals and holiday treats," end quote. Now, in addition to fog concerns, flushable wipes should not be flushed down the toilet. These disposable wipes are clogging pipes and pumps because they do not disintegrate. Only toilet paper should be flushed. Now, the press release notes by following the best management practices, customers can help prevent sewer backups from, well, ruining their holiday plans. Among those, never pour grease down the drain, scrape food from dishes into the trash prior to rinsing, remove oil and grease from cooled dishes, pans, fryer, and griddles by scraping or wiping off excess oil and grease, and minimize or stop the use of garbage disposal. And again, all that from the Mammoth Community Water District. Well, getting a press release from the Northern Inyo Healthcare District about November election winners. Phil Hartz, Mary May Kilpatrick, and John Ungersma took their seats as members of the Northern Inyo Healthcare District's Board of Directors. This was during the Northern Inyo Healthcare District Board meeting last Wednesday night. Now, in keeping with state law, Hartz, Kilpatrick, and Ungersma were sworn into office on December 2nd. And again, past Wednesday marked the first board meeting since they took the oath of office. Each will serve a 4-year term ending in November 2020. They join MC Hubbard and Pete Watercott to complete the 5-member governing Northern Inyo Healthcare District Board of Directors. Now, at the start of the meeting, Dr. Kevin Flanagan, CEO of the district, congratulated each of the 3 newly elected members, noting how pleased he is that the district had its first competitive election in a number of years. Flanagan said, quote, "In a competitive election, candidates must articulate why he or she wants to serve, and if elected, what principles will be used to guide decision making. This allows the voters to have a clear understanding and an expectation of what their elected representative will do," end quote. Dr. Flanagan said that this is democracy at its best. Now, Phil Hartz won election as the Zone 2 director in November. Phil Hartz, retired social worker, counselor, and educator whose previous public service includes a term on the Inyo County Grand Jury. Mary May Kilpatrick, a retired Bishop area educator and school administrator, stood for election as the Zone 4 representative after completing an 11-month appointment to the board. Mary May Kilpatrick was unopposed in the election. Dr. Ungersma, a retired naval officer and orthopedic surgeon, won re-election as the Zone 1 director. He was named State Healthcare District Trustee of the Year by the Association of Healthcare Districts in 2015. Now, after welcoming the new members, the directors elected the board's 2016-2017 officers. The board named veteran director Pete Watercott as president, Dr. Ungers-Ma as vice president, MC Hubbard as board secretary, Mary May Kilpatrick as board treasurer, and Phil Hartz as the member at large. Now, the press release notes that standard leadership training sessions will take the board into the new year, and in the coming weeks, the directors will receive updates on governing laws such as the state's open meeting law known as the Brown Act and attend the annual ACHD Leadership Academy. District leaders will also refresh the board on the progress of Northern Inyo Healthcare District's strategic plan. We'll be back with more news.